Welcome back to Give Me Five with Jones and Eli. Eli, voicemails, are they a thing of the past or do they still hold some water?
Oh, I think definitely a thing of the past. I'll be straight with you. If I call you, Jones, and you don't answer, I'm hanging up and I'm calling back. I'm not leaving you a voicemail. I'm not leaving you two voicemails. I'm calling you 10, 5, 15, 100, however many times it is until you answer, or I'm just sending you a text. I'm not leaving you a voicemail. I understand back in the day when you didn't have text or you didn't have those abilities and you would leave a voicemail and you had an actual answering machine. Fine. I can't even lie. I don't even think I've checked my voicemail box in like a year.
Yeah, if you leave me a voicemail, I'm probably not going to check it. But what it does do is it leaves you a notification that you have a missed call and a voicemail, and then you start to feel like it's serious. If I get a missed call from you and I don't feel like answering, I'm like, you probably got some dumb shit for me. But if you leave a voicemail, I might not listen to it. I might not take those 20 seconds to listen to what you said, but at least I registered that something happened, and maybe then you get a call back.
I feel like honestly the majority of voicemails I receive are just pocket voicemails. Like somebody just forgot to end the call, and so I'm like, oh my god, I got a voicemail. This must be super serious. My mom called me, left me a 2 minute voicemail, and I go on there and it's just,
It's
mom, is everything
the
okay?
butt dial.
Yeah, yeah, like literally, and it's just a voicemail the whole time, and then just deet deet deet. I call her back. You good? Yeah, pocket dial.
Yeah, I think you were right on it before when you said that voicemails were a thing with answering machines. Do you still even have a landline?
That's actually a great question. I think we do. I don't. I couldn't tell you the number. I couldn't tell you. I don't think I've ever used that phone. I don't think I've ever
So
gotten a call on that phone.
I could tell you the number. I'm not going to say it right here because in cases we don't need that out there. But my dad has kind of insisted on keeping it. But all we get is spam on there now. But it used to be so cool, man. You ever think about this? If you ever want the stage, if you're like an attention whore, pretty much, and you want to get your voice out there, just call somebody on their landline back in the day, and your voice is projected throughout the house. I mean, we would have family members just on A1 broadcast in our house. It's pretty cool when you think about it.
It is cool, and they also the feature of picking up mid ring. I feel like that's not a thing anymore. Or mid answering, that's not a thing anymore. Right now, if you get a voicemail, you're not answering it. The olden days, I see this, see this in TV shows, and I remember when this was a thing, and the voice would come in on the answering machine mid conversation. You just come in, you could listen to what they're talking about. Like it feels like an invasion of privacy. Now it's like they're calling me, I don't want to answer it, but then you can't hear anything. The fact that you could, in back in the day, you could hear what they were saying and just decide, does it seem like a call I want to answer or not? Like that's a little bit crazy.
And the best is when you pick up mid voicemail and they're still doing their voicemail. So you pick it up and you like say hello. They don't even realize, and they're like, "Well, anyway, Jonah, call me back when you get the chance." That's fantastic. And the other thing that goes along with that is picking up when somebody else is on the landline. When they're in a conversation and you're like, "Let me pick up and listen to this call." I felt like I was Sherlock Holmes.
Now, do you ever have these people that you call them and they leave these personalized voicemails? And some people leave these voicemails that are like, they sound like it's them actually on the phone. And the voicemail is literally just, hello? Are you there? And you start talking and you start thinking somebody's there. And then they come out of nowhere with the, haha, gotcha, bitch. Like, it drives me crazy.
That was me for a long time. I had that as my voicemail. And then I started to realize that my number was on my resume. And employers would call me sometimes. I feel like that's an immediate X him off the list. I know a guy who's still, he hasn't changed his voicemail. He's still from like fucking third grade. He's got the high ass voice and he's doing the hello. And it still gets people. How dumb are people? This guy's 10 years older now.
Well, you mentioned the high voice. That was me for a long time. I used to be, um, like, grown up with a deep voice, in high school, whatever. My voicemail was still me from second grade, or not second grade, but fourth grade, going, "Hi, this is Elias. Thanks for calling." And my family members would call that half the time just to get a kick out of it because I never changed it.
So what? So give me a reenactment of your voicemail now. Is it succinct? What you got?
I don't even think I have a voicemail now. I think it's just the automated German
Oh,
voice
dude,
telling you that you've reached
that's
the
terrible.
mailbox of. I didn't even say my name. I think it's just the mailbox of, and then my phone number, and then it just goes to the tone. I don't. Do you have a personalized message?
I do right now. It's pretty boring, and I guess that's for
Let's hear
employer's sake or something. It's like, "Hi, you've reached Jonah Marvin. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Look forward to talking." Some shit like that. But I can't wait till we meet one day when Drake comes on the pod. We'll get him to leave
it.
my message for me. He'll say some
Definitely.
wild shit on that voicemail, and then we'll get that out there. And then you call me, and immediately, like, I'm the shit.
Well, the dream is, I think, any of our listeners out there who want to get us to do their voicemail, let us know. We'd be happy to do a Gimme Five themed voicemail. I think that would do really well with employers, with friends, family. So let us know if you're interested in that, because I think we got a real potential there.
And in the theme of how we do things around here, we'll make it 5 minutes long. So prepare for that. People are gonna have to sit through a long ass voicemail to get to you. But people
Well
don't
worth
leave
it, though.
voicemails anyway, so it doesn't even matter. This has
Exactly.
been Give Me Five. Eli, thanks for talking.
Always a pleasure, Jones. Talk to you soon.